The fact that Trump is calling Somalis garbage and accusing an entire group of people of collective fraud, all while other black people are co-signing, mind you, is crazy. Because in Trump's own home state of New York, there's a group of people who do the exact same thing. They receive government benefits all while owning businesses. Their wives collect welfare because their marriages aren't legally recognized. It's a whole grift. And here's the kicker. Everyone knows about it, but he wouldn't dare call them garbage. I wonder why. If you're from New York, especially New York City, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. And I'm not knocking anybody's hustle, but why is it that black people are so quick to denigrate their own, pull them down like crabs in a barrel, when you've got other groups doing the exact same thing? If it's good for Peter, then it should be good for Paul. If we want to call people out for committing fraud, as we should, mind you, let's call them all out. And we should probably start with the President of the United States.
What do the Somalians have to do with this Afghan guy who shot the national?
Nothing, but Somalians have caused a lot of trouble. They're ripping us off for a lot of money. There's a tremendous amount of money going back to Somalia. What the hell are we paying money to Somalia for?
What a great fucking question.
They're ripping off our country at a level that few people have been able to see before. Well, we're getting a lot of their people out because they're nothing but trouble.
Most of the people that we meet, especially African Americans, they don't even know their fathers. They don't even know their fathers. It was all of them, most of them were the product of one night stand. One night stand.
To those who don't know, this is a Somali man named Saeed that preaches Islam and is well respected in the Somali community. For some reason during one of his lectures he decided to bring up African Americans unprovoked and say how most African Americans don't know our fathers and are the products of one-night stands, which is very disrespectful and uncalled for. But did any Somalis call him out on his bullshit? No. In fact, you can see them in the crowd laughing as if what he said was funny and amusing. This is a very common mindset amongst Somalis, and it needs to be addressed. Cause imagine if AAs came online mocking how 75% of Somalis live in poverty, and is one of the poorest nations on earth, or that the average Somali only has an IQ of 68.
I know you're aware of the commotion that the Somalian community is facing right now, the racism that they're dealing with, the xenophobia, the rise in xenophobia that is being hurled in their direction in their community. And I'm here to remind you to mind your black ass business. Thank ya. For better explanation, the following comparisons is not for competition but for education, okay?
Alright guys, welcome to the channel. I hope you are all doing good. Right now, the Somalis are getting deported, and Somalis are asking for Black Americans to help them out during this time of crisis. So Black Americans are like, these Somalis, they are the same people who once said that they are not black, but right now they really need help from Black Americans. So what should the Black Americans do about this? Some of them are saying that they should just help Somalis in the fight because they are black people. But you know, Somalis, they said they're not black, and when Black Americans were struggling and suffering, they had to separate themselves out of being black. So right now, what do we do with the Somalis? Should they be helped by Black Americans or what? We personally know that the Somalis, they come from Africa. Yes, Africa is their motherland. But right now, yeah, indeed, they could be, Trump said they should be deported. But what is your say about this? So guys, let me just continue rolling the clips. Then I'll be coming back with more commentaries. In case of any thoughts, kindly feel free to let me know in the comment section. Stay tuned.
A quick little educational course on the crisis that is racism. You know, the same crisis that the Black Americans here have been screaming about for ages, forever, since the beginning of time. Racism that other members of the Black diaspora allowed to happen to Black Americans under the guise that they were a better version of Black Somalians. Trump called the Somalian community garbage. He said that Minnesota was letting in garbage. He said he didn't want them in his country, in this country. He stated that Somalian people are the main perpetrators of billions and billions of dollars in welfare fraud. All untrue and disgusting claims rooted in xenophobia and bigotry. But I can't trip too much over it. And you want to know why I can't trip over what he's saying about the Somalian people and the Somalian community? It's because I still remember what he said about the Haitian community, what he said about the Black American community. I remember that. Not just them, the Latinos, the Asians, the Middle Easterns. I remember the Muslims, the Arabs. I remember what he said about all of them. Earlier this year, Trump referred to the Black American community as thugs. He stated that their children, Black kids, were born criminals that needed to be locked up and put away. He called Black attorney districts rabid animals. He said that they were criminal suspects. He stated that they were unintelligent, had low IQs. That was literally Jasmine Crockett's rollout announcement and her telling everybody that she was running for Texas Senate. That's what he said. Mind you, this is just the tip of the iceberg. In 2015, Trump called Mexican people grapists. He said that they were criminals that were bringing in drugs illegally in this country. That's why he wanted the wall. In 2017, he reportedly stated that Nigerian people would never leave this country and go back to their huts. In 2017, he called North Korea an embarrassment to China. In 2017, he said that all Haitian people have AIDS. In 2018, he said that Haiti, El Salvador, the entire African continent, he referred to them as shithole countries during a White House meeting, okay? In 2019, the entire xenophobia towards the Asian community, calling it the China virus. You understand? The Kung Fu. In 2014, in October, he said that Puerto Rico was a literal floating island of garbage. That's what he said. The next month, he said that the Haitian migrants over here were eating people's pets. This is not a comparison of competition, but just to educate you that this has always been a problem. And the first people to experience it, the Black Americans in this country, have been trying to warn everybody, but nobody listened. And now it gives a whole new meaning, a personal meaning to that phrase. If you let them do it to me, they're going to do it to you. If you really believe that this is the year of revelation, if you really believe that this is the year of reality, if you really believe that this is the year where everybody is finally facing the truth, do not intervene. Do not defend. You can feel sympathy, you can feel empathy on the sidelines. Do not stick your neck in this fight. Do not do it. Let them feel it. Let them feel it right now. Let them realize exactly the place, the true title that they've always held in the eyes of these white supremacist people. Let them finally see.
We love our brothers and sisters who are Democrats, but you left us. And because the left left us, join the right, vote for Trump. Amigo, amigo.
Somalis are not black. Let me explain why. Looking at me right now, chat, am I black? I'm literally brown. I'm literally brown, bro. Think about it as well. Somalis are Arabs. We're in the Arab leagues. We speak the Arab language. We eat the Arab food. Bro, think about it like this, bro. If a whole community doesn't regard themselves as black, we can't be black, bro. We literally can't be black, bro. Boogie, did you eat your brain cells? Really and truly, Somalis are Arabs, bro. Think about it, bro. We're in the Arab leagues. We speak the Arab language. Bro, tell me I'm not...
In this country, we do not blame the lawlessness of an individual on a whole community. What we also know is that there is not a single evidence that the president or his coolies have put forth that there are any single resource from taxpayers in Minnesota that has gone to aid and abet terrorism. That language is dangerous. That language puts the lives of Somalis not only in Minnesota, but across the country in danger. And if the president believed that and he had evidence, he would take people to court. So we are sick and tired of the president waking up one day and deciding to put forth falsehoods and demonize whole communities while the ignorant people that support him then take the lies that he's spreading and use it as a fact. We've seen it during the campaign where he said Asians were eating cats and dogs. we've seen his vice president repeat those lies. We've seen the media run it as a headline as if it was a fact. That is shameful. That is shameful. That is ignorant. It makes us look like a stupid nation that does not believe in truth but traffics in lies. It makes the world mock us, and we are better than that. We are better than that as Americans.
Stand back! Stand back! Move back! This is the freedom. I'm coming to my process immigration.
Sir, what country are you from?
I'm from Western Sahara.
Somali says black Americans don't know their
Especially
fathers.
African Americans, they don't even know their fathers. They don't even know their fathers. It was all of them, most of them were the product of one night stand. One night stand. They will tell you, I don't know my father. Well, who named you? Whose name are you carrying? Well, my mother chose his name for me. I don't know. Is that what we want for our ummah? No. كلهم أو معظمهم أبناء الزنا.
Trump is about to deport hundreds of Somali Americans right now. I'm gonna break it down for you. So on November 21st, Trump announced via Truth Social that he's terminating TPS for Somalis in Minnesota. And the reason he's doing this is because he has accused the Minnesota Somali community of fraud and money laundering. But as of now, he has offered no public verified proof of that. According to the congressional data, around 705 of them being Somali-born people in the US currently benefit from TPS. And the DHS actually extended and redesignated Somalis TPS status on July 22nd, 2024 into March 2026. Legal experts argue that Trump does not have legal authority to unilaterally revoke TPS designated by law, especially for a particular group in one state. Civil rights groups are calling that this is politically motivated and discriminatory, and courts are likely to step in. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Do you agree with Trump or do you disagree? Let me know in the comments.
So guys, we have heard everything and it's so good for you also. I really need your voices in the comment section. What do you think about this? I can say in the first clip, that lady was like, why is Trump deporting Somalis? And then we had another lady who was saying that Somalis should be deported because they are always anti-black. So let me just go through some of the comments that people were writing online. Then those are some of the comments that I found while I was perusing through the social media pages. Then we can just elaborate on that. So guys, these are some of the comments that I came across while I was perusing through the social media. Someone said that you cannot go into a country and disrespect the people who struggle for centuries to make it easier for you. And there were a lot of responses regarding this. And someone said that they really give zero facts about Black Americans' history and struggle. They only care what they can get out of it. And then there was this comment. Someone was saying that I'm confused. Why don't they want to go home and be with their people? I thought they were proud of their country. And someone said that they said too they are not Africans, but Somalia is in Africa. And then there was this comment that that person who said they don't know their fathers, he sounds so stupid. He doesn't know anything about Black Americans. And then someone told them that call on your Arab family for help. Then there was blacks that built and was born in America are very, very powerful. Sometimes people will learn the hard way. Then someone said they said they were not black. And then there was an FBA who said that as a FBA, I've never dreamed of being a citizen in another country. I'm proud of the one my ancestors built. These other people fight extremely hard not to go back to the country they claim to be so proud to be. It's weird. Then Someone said that I never knew that the Somalian community had so much hatred for Black Americans. You have awakened me on how they operate. And then someone said that my FBA always remember the phrase, all skin folk ain't kinfolk. Period. Then let's move to this one. Someone said that they don't understand that they are the newcomers and the African Americans are here to stay. So this is a losing battle. Have they learned nothing from the Latino community? Then they claim they are not black but copy everything black, slang, music, dress, and many others. Then they have always said that I'm not black, I'm Somalian. I'm not black, I'm Dominican. Then we had a 52-year-old Nigerian American who said that I am a 52-year-old Nigerian American, and since I was born, Somali has never known peace, only war and poverty. On behalf of all Africans, I apologize to all of my African American sisters for every ignorant statement, actions of rejection, abuse, injustice we have ever done against towards you. We acknowledge and respect all your sacrifices, struggles, and challenges you had to overcome to pave the way for all of us. God bless you plenty. Yeah, that is what that person said. Let's move to this last comment. Someone said that I'm so happy Black Americans are starting to get it. If it wasn't for Black Americans, they wouldn't be here. Yeah. And finally, someone said that I am an African immigrant from East Africa and I am proud to be black. I am deeply grateful to Black Americans who fought and sacrificed so much to secure civil rights, not only for themselves but for all races. It is indeed heartbreaking to see their struggles and the centuries of suffering they endured, including the horror of slavery, being disrespected or minimized. Slavery was one of the greatest evils committed against Black people in America. We should approach Black Americans with humility, gratitude, and respect, not demonization. It's truly sad. So guys, those are some of the comments that I came across online. Of course, guys, those are some of the comments, and you can just tell me what you think about all this in the comment section. Stay tuned, guys. Of course, all credit belongs to the original creators of the video, and this video is meant for educational purposes and commentary purposes as well. Kindly give the video a thumbs up, like the video, share the video widely for it to get to a wider audience, and also subscribe and turn on that notification bell so that you don't miss on the next one.